What's up, world? And welcome back to the Big Wrist Syndicate. If you're here, it's probably because you have tree trunks for arms and a 38mm dress watch. Well, it probably just looks like a dime taped to your wrist. Today, we're looking at this beast. It costs less than a tank of gas, but weighs just as much as the car. Now, if you're looking at this and you're saying, hey, that's a Sinn U1, congratulations, your eyes work. But this is an honest homage to a great German dive watch. Now, if you're uneducated in German engineering, the Sinn U1 was made from German submarine steel. It was utilitarian, tough, and it cost about $3,000, 3 stacks. But this is the Steelflier SF752, and it's not made from German steel. It's made from probably whatever 316L steel they had lying around. But let's turn this camera around and see what you pay for. See if it's worth your money, or if you just wasted your money on a heavy piece of shit. All right, let's go ahead and get all this nerd shit out the way. Now, this thing comes with every spec that you would want in a watch. The movement is the unkillable Seiko NH35, automatic, hacking, hand winding, 41 hours of reserve. If the apocalypse was to happen today, the only thing left standing would be cockroaches and the NH35 movement. Case, 45mm. 52mm lug to lug. Thickness, a staggering 15.2mm. We'll get back to that later. Glass, synthetic sapphire, scratch proof. Water resistance, 200 meters. Now let's talk about the good. And honestly, there's a lot of good here. First off, the size. This is a 45mm case. For the average human, that's a dinner plate. But for my 9-inch wrist, it's a sweet spot. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a child's toy. Check out this bead-blasted finish. It's matte, industrial, and gritty, yet smooth to the touch. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a polished piece of jewelry. It's kind of like a tool. And speaking of tools, look at those hands. They're blocky, they're white, they contrast perfectly against that jet black dial. And honestly, they look like something straight out of Minecraft. And I love it. My son loves it. And I'm pretty sure he would love it. It makes reading the time at a glance stupidly easy. And those red accents, the red second hand, are very Zen-esque. They nail the aesthetic. Crown is at the 4 o'clock position, and this is huge. When you're wearing a watch the size of a hockey puck, a 3 o'clock crown usually digs a hole in the back of your hand. But this is smooth sailing all day long. It's a screw down crown, has nice grip, nice knurling, and signed with a logo. Though it's so faint, you need the Hubble telescope to see it, which I actually like. It keeps it stealthy. Originally, it came on the engineer bracelet, and it looks phenomenal. But this was my December watch, so I slapped it on this red FKM rubber strap for some Christmas spirit. It also looks killer on brown leather, or my choice, a single pass leather NATO. Basically, it's a strap monster. But we need to have a talk, because this thing is thick. 15.2mm thick. God damn, it's a tuna can. If you wear this on the engineer bracelet, you are going to have wrist fatigue. By the end of the day, your left arm is going to look like Popeye's. It's that damn heavy. Also, Steelflier. It's a dive watch. Why isn't it Steeldive's? I know they're basically the same factory, but come on. A Steelflier belongs on a pilot watch, not a 200-meter diver. And while I love the look, let's be real. It's a 1-to-1 Xerox copy of the Sinn U1. I wish they would have added just a little bit of their own flair, just a tiny twist. maybe different hands, different color, something. But no, it's a clone, but also a clone that didn't use drilled lugs like the original Sinn U1. Like, bruh, help us out. I mean, if you're gonna make a one-to-one copy, shit, go all the way. Now, let's address the loom. At first, I was ready to trash it. It's not exactly a torch, it's not super bright, and it seems to fade out really quick, much like my last relationship. But here's the plot twist. I woke up at 6 a.m., looked down, and I could still actually read the time perfectly. It turns out this thing lasts all night long, just like my ex. It might not look like much at the start, but it gets the job done until the sun comes up, just like my ex. So the verdict, it's $118, $120, depends on which store you go with in AliExpress. I'll use my affiliate link that I use to buy the watch. But you get sapphire, an NH35, a killer bead-blasted case, and a design that has proven to work. If you're a card carrying member of the Big Wrist Syndicate, this is a certified go. It fits us. It looks tough, it works. However, if you're a member of the Limp Wrist Syndicate, pass. Hard pass. This thing will drag your ass to the bottom of the ocean. For everyone else, grab it, slap it on a red strap, or, like I did, on this leather. I think it looks phenomenal. So, enjoy these Minecraft hands. I'm Joey. This is the Big Wrist Syndicate. Y'all stay saucy, keep it funky, and I'm out. Peace.